If I were to do a 6-minute presentation with 6 slides in 6 minutes, I'd probably do it something like this. My first slide would wake you up. See, a big myth among presenters is that they have to keep their audience awake. Nope, your audience starts off asleep. We see, look, we're distracted. Is the toaster on? Did I feed my cat? Am I gonna get fired today? It's our job as a presenter to snap them back into it. So I'd probably hit you with an alarming statistic, a shocking statement, maybe just bust a myth, make it personal. Maybe a question, for example, if your life isn't your business, whose business is it? In fact, what if you can run your life like a business and that business then funds your life? You see, life, business, they're the same. Who told us that they have to be different? So, or I could just tell you a dirty joke, right? I'm just kidding. This is your first impression, and there better be one that says you actually care about what you share about. You know how most presenters hit you with how great their solution is, and you've already checked out because it just doesn't apply to you? Well, you think it doesn't apply to you. So my second slide would be dedicated to selling the problem. Don't sell the solution. That's the #1 mistake I see in sales. Nobody cares how great your bottled water is, for example, unless they're thirsty, right? So it could be off the mountains of Tibet from the tears of God, right? It doesn't matter. If you first convince them that they're thirsty and that dehydration is killing them and their family, they'll buy pallets of toilet water from you, right? So for example, tell me if this sounds familiar. We're often so excited to get started in business that we rush into doing a bunch of things we see other people do. We don't ask questions, we don't create a plan, we just follow the herd of our out-of-touch education and the poor advice of well-meaning friends and family. Then, instead of starting at the top with clarity and developing a strategy consistent with our passions and our goals, we end up spending a lot of time, energy, and money, only to be stuck with a business name, a logo, 500 business cards, and just little to no success. If this feels about right, we may want to talk a little bit afterwards. The third slide I like to reserve for who you are, what you do, and why it's important to you. Because at the end of the day, nobody cares what you know until they know why you care. See, facts tell, but stories sell. So I might say something like, good morning, I'm Josh Deppis, and I'm a master messenger, I'm a lexical lyricist, wacky wordsmith. Maybe today I'll just go with identity archaeologist. Because what I do is I help confused and unmotivated employees and business owners discover and clarify their true identity, powerfully articulate that unique brand, and actualize it into their business so that their ideal client is thirsty enough to learn more and excited enough to take action. And I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to create interpersonal free trade where every person masters their talents and passions and then monetizes it for the betterment of society and their family. That's right. Basically, it's getting paid for just being you. Why do I care so much? I was in for 20 years. 20 years of staring at gray walls, 20 years of being on my best behavior. You get it? Yeah, that's right. Corporate America. Look, I don't have a sob story either. I was successful. And then one day, everything I thought was right wasn't so right. So I know what it's like to be trapped in the rat race, and I know how to escape. This slide now is finally the time. This is the exciting slide for most people. Here's how you do it. Now, that doesn't mean throw up your entire business plan. Your goal here is to share the most unique building blocks of your business with your audience. So keep it very high level. For example, I've taken 2 strengths of mine, personal development coaching and messaging, combined it with a competency in business, and I've created a process. And the process is simple. First, wherever you are, stop. Are you in alignment? Perhaps the bullseye on the right looks familiar with Simon Sinek and his golden circle. It's no accident. Start with why, which is your identity. That's your legacy. Then determine how you will express yourself through words, money, and energy. And then what will be the results you actualize based on the tangibles and intangibles of business. So as a one-man band, myself, the program currently consists of personal calls each week with a variety of tools, techniques, exercises, with high-level accountability and a whole lot of cheerleading. And then success is determined only by the results we get. So this slide here is all about sharing the vision. Take your audience into the future. When you accomplish your mission, here's what the world might look like. For example, $70.6 trillion of new cash flow can be created if we help 1% of corporate America double their income. With people getting paid what they're worth, maybe fewer suicides, domestic violence, bullying due to lower physical and mental stress, and then eventually overabundance of goods and services, rendering things like hunger and homelessness obsolete. So no sales pitch here, just letting them know where you're going with or without them. You hope it's with them, but make no mistake, you're not begging for help. You're just, here's where you're going. And finally, all about how they can help. Call to action. People love helping people. So perhaps that share that I'm looking to systematize. I'm looking to develop a system that allows me to leverage this process that I use. I'm looking for opportunities to teach the pieces for free. And then I'm looking to partner with upstream and downstream services and products. So if you want to see better info than what I shared this morning, be sure to get your free e-pamphlet on killer presentations, and let's talk. So thank you. It's been an honor.